Hello everyone, this is another video to compare the topic of the gear and the gear shift and the feeling of the driver in those two cars, which is the one on the right, Discovery 2 turbo diesel 5-speed manual gearbox and 2003 model, and the left side, the Discovery 3 TDV6 manual gearbox 6-speed manual. And let's start with the first one on the right, the Discovery 2 2003 TD5 manual gearbox 2003. This car has been with us for a few years already, and yeah, it has been so good, so reliable, ready anytime, any day. In the winter, in the snow mountain, in the storm, in the rain. Okay, no problem. Never been skipping anything. And looking at this gear stick area, okay, just forget about anything else. We just focus on the gear talking in this video topic, because we are doing some good work in this car before it comes to a new love home. So the gear stick here is a bit looking different because it actually has the handmade Italian leather gear stick cover that made by the person who is doing this video. Okay, it's me. And this 5-speed is very standard in so many cars already, in so many Land Rover, and I love it. I tell you, I love it. It's simple, it's easy, it's straightforward, and you can't miss it. You press a clutch, put it front and then backward, and that is, you go straight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse is here. Okay, so easy, you can't miss it. It is on par with any design of the automatic, that when you pull the gear stick backward, you go reverse, and then you go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy, strong and ready, and very responsive and reliable. Uphill, downhill, not any trouble. Up mountain, down mountain, towing, not towing, 2 ton, 3 ton, 3.5 ton towing. The gear stick never miss on this car with me, and that is absolutely brilliant. The 2003 model, I can't say any more about this one. I love it so much. Okay, now the feeling of driving this 5-speed gearbox is very different with the front car. Okay, I'm coming to it now. The Discovery 3 TDV6 6-speed manual gearbox. So okay, now this is 2005 TDV6 Discovery 3 manual gears, and the cover here will need to be handmade soon by me, but just talk about this. The rubber here doesn't last as the other one. Okay, the other one was a little bit higher K, and it still show very clear where the position of the gear, but this one you don't ever see it much. You have to look close and down and then see the rubber. Actually it wear out the rubber, okay, and the paint. So because this one is kind of paint on plastic, so it looks very wear and tear on this one over years. I'm fine with that, but one thing to note, now the gear is in very different order to compare with the Discovery 2 manual gearbox. You still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you have 6 here instead of reverse. You have 6 over here, and the reverse is now here, front, and that is so different feeling, so different when you are driving. especially if in case you want to change the gear very quick. I tell you how it happened. For the first gear, just simply slide to the left. Don't push it. Don't push it. You know, with clutch, and then push it forward. Then you are at the first gear. But if you push down the clutch and you slide on the left, and you can go further, you know, one more step, and actually you go into the reverse, and now you are in reverse. So without the clutch, you can't get into the reverse. You can get like this, you know, first, second, and third, and fourth, and fifth, and sixth. Okay, but with the clutch depressed, you then can go further left, and then you go push forward, and then you go into the reverse, which for me, over the last few thousand kilometers with this new no ownership on the Discovery 3, I found that this is a bit very awkward. I would say this to Land Rover design, very awkward. Because why you don't just simply make it, you know, something on the other side here and push it down, which actually belong to the same force of the hands, and you have more force on the hand to push it down here like this. That would be so much more, you know, convenient for the driver in the manual stick. Okay, but with this way, you push it on the side, and then you go up. Actually, it happened that even I'm a very experienced driver over a long time, and I already did the careful drive, but when you push it and at the same time you push the clutch down, you actually have more of the force that sometimes you accidentally push. Instead of first gear, you push it into the reverse, and it happens many times. So that is the case. I would say it's awkward to compare with the Discovery 2. But we have to live with what it is, because we cannot change it, right? It's already done years ago, and that's what it was. That's what they built it for, and no way we can change it. So I really wish that if the gear stick in the Discovery 3, the reverse version, the reverse position was this and go backward, but it couldn't be. We have to live with this way, push it on the left side, which is bending the hand a little bit more, and actually you feel less comfortable on your left hand. And I can believe that it's on the same on the right hand, that you have to push it forward to go reverse. That is one very big minus point of this car that I don't like. I really don't like, I can tell. So yeah, and also the second thing is because this one is 6-speed. So when you are driving with the first gear, you feel that the first gear response is slightly less than the Discovery 2, which is a bit of a funny response. But I think that's what normally people say. The first gear in the Discovery 3 manual gearbox is a bit longer than the Discovery 2, and that's what they mean, longer. I don't talk about the gear ratio or anything, but it is about the responsiveness. You feel the first gear is a bit different. I just say different. It is something you expect the first gear will be more responsive from this car model because it has more power, but actually it is not that way. But anyway, it's still very powerful, and it's still very, very, you know, easy and good to drive. But you expect that many times you will get into the reverse rather than you go into the first gear. That's awkward design. And the other thing I would find that, other than that, driving the car in the city or in other situation is pretty much the same as the Discovery 2, which we normally use the first up to the 5th gear in the city. No different, unless when we go into the highway area or on the highway, freeway, then we start using the 6th gear. But other than that, from first to fifth the same, and reverse the same as the Discovery 2. But yeah, we love what it is. It is what it is, and I still like this car. Okay, I still like it. But I tell you, I use the word like it. But the other car, I tell you, I use the word I love it. So I'm a bit biased on the Discovery 2, to be honest. But I still like this Discovery 3. So thank you again for watching, and we are talking about another topic in a series of comparison video between those two cars before we see the Discovery 2 coming to the new love home. And yeah, just click on the end link at the end of this video, and we will see you in another video compare between those cars. Thanks again, and see you then.